Hey you guys, it's Misty. Welcome back to my channel. So if this angle looks a little different, I have like a little bit of a different camera setup right now. I'm not sure if it's gonna stay this way, probably not, but we're just gonna roll with it. Also, I am chewing gum, so I'm gonna try not to smack, but we're on our steroid crash day today. So the chewing of the gum kind of helps my nerves because the steroids make me really nervous and feel restless. I don't know, it's kind of weird. So I will try not to smack, but if that bothers you, I'm just warning you in advance. But today I have a really exciting video. I'm gonna be talking about some dupes. And I've already done this video like halfway, I got interrupted. So we're just gonna try to be even faster this time. So I'm literally not going to spend a lot of time on each fragrance. I'm just gonna tell you the fragrance, tell you what I think of it and what it's a dupe for, and we're just gonna go from there. So I'm gonna start out with a fragrance that I'm pretty sure I've already talked about before, but I'm gonna mention it again. This is Cars Felicity, Maker's Paris Corner. This is said to be a dupe of the Silk Santal, the Wedding Silk Santal from Kayali. I have not gotten my nose on that one, so I cannot tell you honestly either way, but I will say this smells really good. This originally started out for me as this incensey kind of vanilla, but I've had this for about a month now, and now when I spray it, I can get those champagne kind of fruity notes that everybody talks about that's like from the Silk Santal, because I didn't get that at first. I literally only got like this incensey vanilla, kind of had like a Play-Doh kind of smell. But yeah, it's definitely developed very nicely in the last month, and it is absolutely beautiful. I do think this would be an appropriate vanilla for like spring and summer. So I love this one. I do want to smell the Kayali, but I'm very happy with this one. This was very inexpensive. And it smells really, really good. Another way that I do think this probably is a good dupe of the Silk Santal is because I saw so many people say that the Silk Santal dries down and smells very similar to Vanilla 28. And that was one thing I definitely got from this and the very base of the dry down. I'm like, this literally smells like Vanilla 28. So I think that's kind of a good indication that it probably is a good dupe, but I absolutely love that one. It's probably like my least favorite of all of these just because I have so many good ones, but I do like it. The next one is called Nibras, and this is said to be a dupe of Billie Eilish. I don't have Billie Eilish fragrance, but I have smelled it. I've sampled it. This smells very similar. To me, the Billie Eilish vanilla is this very kind of like ozonic, aromatic vanilla, kind of more of like a clean vanilla, and this smells identical. It really, really does. Now, I haven't worn this one a ton. I feel like when I did wear it, it wasn't like the most longest lasting fragrance, but again, I'm pretty sure this one needs some time to develop. So maybe after I've had it for a couple of months, I will feel differently about it. But as far as it's smelling kind of like the Billie Eilish, I mean, it really does. Very, very similar. I feel like this has a little bit more of this alcohol kind of, like when you first spray it, I do get that alcohol kind of smell, but it dries down pretty quickly. And then I definitely do smell the similarities to the Billie Eilish. So this is a good one. I mean, none of these fragrances were over like $40. I think the most expensive one was like $40. And even Billie Eilish being a celebrity is like $60 or $70. So, all right, the next one is one that I'm so excited about. And what I'm really excited about these fragrances is not that they're just dupes, you know, like cheaper dupes, because I have no problem investing in a good fragrance. If it's long lasting and if I absolutely love it and I feel like it's worth it, I have no problem with that. But these fragrances aren't just like settling for a fragrance that smells similar. Like a lot of these are even better. Like they're even better, even stronger, and I just personally like them more than what they smell like the original. So the next one is one that I have just been blown away by. But the fragrance is Dama Bianca. I think it's Xerjoff. Isn't that who makes this? This, as everybody describes it, is this ethereal, angelic vanilla. It's powdery. There's these very fresh fruits in the opening that give it this bright, light, airy kind of vibe. And then it dries down really sweet and powdery. It's not gourmand, but it's definitely just this beautiful, soft, ethereal vanilla. So I was hearing that Janoon Noir was a really good, very similar fragrance. And you guys, when I got this in and I sprayed it from first spray, I was absolutely blown away, because not only does this smell identical, like identical, it's better to my nose. And the reason for that is there's something screechy in the Dama Bianca for me in the very opening that I have to get through. I don't know, it just kind of gives me this like weird, I don't know, it's not my favorite, but it immediately dries down and it gets better, and I do love it. I really, really do. But this is just so much smoother. I don't have any, like, I don't know, it's different. It's smoother, and I just don't have that screechiness in this one as I do in the Dama Bianca. And this lasts so much longer, projects better, just all the way around. It is an absolute beautiful fragrance. So this was, when I got this, I was just like, I mean, I was on cloud nine for like 2 days, just because I do love this scent, but like this is so much better and so much more affordable. So highly recommend that one. All right, the next one, I didn't bring my Goddess out here, but Burberry Goddess is a very sorry. Oh, it got choked up. Burberry Goddess is like one of the, last 2 years, I'd say one of the biggest trending fragrances. And I've been hearing about this one over and over again. And I was like, I don't need it. I'm not going to get it because I already have Burberry Goddess. But I wanted to try it out for myself. And I wanted to kind of, if it was just as good, I'll save my Burberry. Burberry Goddess isn't the most longest lasting fragrance. I mean, it's not bad in that department, but I wouldn't say it's like beast mode. But this is Angam from Lattafa. Very pretty bottle. It's got like musical notes on it. But this is very, very similar. Now, I feel like Burberry Goddess, when you first spray it, it is very rich, very strong. You get this really, this strong hit of vanilla. I can smell is there chocolate in or cacao, or like you can smell that. This comes off much lighter in the opening spray. But again, I think this is gonna need some time to develop, and I think it will, being a vanilla fragrance. I think it's gonna get stronger. But I will say this, the dry down is identical. It's absolutely identical. And I do feel like this lasts longer. And I wore this to family dinner the other night, and everyone was complimenting how great I smelled. So Goddess is a beautiful, aromatic lavender vanilla. I would say, if anything, this is just a little less strong in that first spray, little less vanilla. Not quite as rich smelling right off the bat, but it definitely will settle into that rich smell, and it dries down virtually identical. So I do love this one. All right, the next one I didn't bring out here either, but this is a dupe of Fleur Narcotique from Narcotica. I have the scent bird, so it's in my purse somewhere, like the little travel. But this is from Afnan, and this is Le Fleur Bouquet. And if this bottle looks familiar, it's because it's part of like this little series from Afnan, and this is Mystic Boutique that everybody talks about, that smells like Valaya, that I do not like. I don't like this fragrance. I'm keeping it because I'm hoping it will like get better over time, as well as I do mix this with some other fragrances that are a little too like sweet. I have found use for this, but on its own, this just smells so earthy to me. Like, it's too woody. It's not my favorite. The bottle's gorgeous though. And then there's one more in the little trio set. It's not a set, but like, I guess it was like, they're like a, I don't know, a series of fragrances. But there's one more that smells like, I think, Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. Haven't smelled that one. But I love Fleur Narcotique. It is like the epitome of cool girl scent, like a fragrance. When you want just a nice, basic, clean smell. It smells elevated, but it doesn't smell like shampoo-y kind of clean. Like this is just like this very elevated, I don't even know. It's like floral, but it is just done in such a beautiful way. This is better. This is another one that's better. This is stronger. This has maybe just a hint more sweetness to it, but it smells virtually identical. It's just a hair juicier, which I absolutely love because I love Fleur Narcotique, but like when I spray it, I'm just like, oh, I like it, but I want more out of it. And this gives me that. And it's just amazing. And I got so many compliments when I wore this to work the other day. Like one of my friends was like, you always smell so good. What are you wearing today? And so I was telling her, like, got a new fragrance. It is, you know, it is absolutely incredible. I love it. This is what I want like Fleur Narcotique to be, but this is better because again, this is like $30 and you can spray it till your heart's content. You can throw it in your bag if you want. I mean, I would be very careful with it. It is a beautiful bottle, but gosh, this is incredible. It's just so good. It smells so similar, but better and stronger. All right, the next one that I'm going to talk about is actually, I don't have the fragrance of this one either, and I don't even know this fragrance. Like, I've never sampled it. I didn't buy this because it was a dupe of anything. I just got it because I had heard it was like good for layering, and I just wanted to try it. I was just curious. But there is apparently a fragrance called, and I might be butchering this, but like soy malachite or malachi or key or something like that. Never tried it. It's a beautiful bottle though. If you want to Google it, you can see it's gorgeous. But this is Peace and Love from Lattafa. And these Lattafa bottles, man, they're something else, right? Like some of them are kind of classy and nice, and some of them are just over the top. It doesn't bother me. I have a perfume drawer that, like, if I don't keep them out on my glass display, I'll just keep them like in a dark drawer. Anyways, it's good for them. But this fragrance, literally, I'm talking about this even though like it is a dupe apparently, but I don't know what the, you know, I haven't sampled the dupe. I just want to talk about this because on its own, this is one, like this fragrance surprised me so much because this smells so good. It is unlike anything I've ever smelled. It's like, it's really sweet and creamy, but it's got like this like fruitiness about it a little bit. It's powdery, kind of fresh, like a fresh, powdery, fruity, sweet, creamy, like all the things. It is such a unique fragrance. But like when I say I'm obsessed, I cannot believe how good this smells. Like from the moment I spray it to the dry down, this is not one that I ever expected to love as much as I do. And I don't even know what to compare it to really. Although I will say, when I smell this is what I would have kind of thought Blanche Bette would have smelled like. I have Blanche Bette, I have the sample, and then I have like the Lattafa version of it, Her Confession. And that one just is a little bit too lactonic for me. I don't know, maybe over time it will develop, but like whenever I heard everybody describe Blanche Bette, this is what I would have thought it would have smelled like. Because I don't know, that's what it makes me think of. But like this is just incredible. Like even if it wasn't compared to anything on its own, this is just one of the most unique. I have nothing like this in my collection. It doesn't remind me of anything really, except a little bit of the Blanche Bette, but like so much better. But this is such a unique fragrance. I love this. I love it, love it. I have talked about these before, but I've mentioned these, so I'll just show them really quick. But the Her Confession, this is the Blanche Bette, like the dupe. And it's not bad. It's just very milky, very lactonic. sweet. It's not bad at all. Like, it's actually a really nice fragrance. I do have the Blanche Bet and like the little sample here. So yeah, if you love it, I definitely think this smells identical to it. So save yourself some money and just get the Lattafa version. It's not bad at all. And then we have one that, again, blown away, better than the original, what it reminds me of. But this is Minya from Paris Corner. First of all, this bottle, like, it's Tiffany blue. I mean, the gold's kind of ornate, but it doesn't bother me. But like, this is such a pretty bottle. It makes me think of like spring and summer. This smells identical to Boom Boom Cream. If you love the Charosa, I think it's 62, and you love the Boom Boom Cream, this is literally this in perfume version. And I know Sol de Janeiro have their own perfume of the Boom Boom Cream, but that one gets so many bad reviews because apparently it's like so expensive, it's not long lasting. This is a long lasting fragrance. I can attest to that. Like, you will be smelling like this for a long time. It sticks on your skin, sticks on your clothes. I think it's just gonna get better with time as well. But this literally smells like Boom Boom Cream. I absolutely love it. I don't have any more Boom Boom Cream. I've gone through all mine, but my friend actually gave me the Trader Joe's version. Trader Joe's kind of has like a knockoff version of some of the Sol de Janeiro, but she gave me like the really nice body cream, and it does smell very, very similar. It pairs amazing with this, but like, you can't beat it. Again, this was like 30 bucks, I think, and it is so strong, so long lasting, and smells identical to the Boom Boom Cream. So this is gonna be so great for summer. So I love that one. And then finally, you guys, this one is going to be one that, it's kind of funny because I've talked about this fragrance before and I kind of shared I wasn't in love with it, but it's Bianco Latte. This fragrance is such a mystery to me because I like it. I do. I like it. I love the cream. Like, when I get whiffs of it, I smell it. It's creamy. It does smell like ice cream, vanilla, waffle cone. It's delectable. But then sometimes I can't smell it. Sometimes I feel like it smells like chemicals, weirdly enough. It's just one of these fragrances that's so strange, right? How it develops and lasts on my skin. So I've gone on like this dupe like mission to find like the best dupe of it. The first one I got actually this before I even got the sample of Bianco Latte, but this is a Claire from Lattafa. Very, very similar. This is a little bit more of kind of like an alcohol. You can kind of smell the alcohol in the first spray, and then it immediately goes into like that sweet, creamy. Smells very similar because Bianco Latte has this kind of ozonic, airy quality about it. So this definitely smells similar. So I really like that, right? Like, it's good. This hasn't been like the most longest lasting, but like, it's not bad. And then I heard that there was another fragrance that like was even better. It smelled even richer, creamier. The dry down was better. And so I wanted to try it, and it's Cream Velvet. And this does smell really good. Very, very good. Like, out the gate, there's none of that like kind of weird ozonic quality about it. It's just kind of a immediate, sweet, creamy fragrance, right? Very, very similar. So I was wearing it and I thought, yeah, I definitely this definitely smells like Bianco Latte. Very good. Just a little bit less of, like I said, that ozonic qualities, kind of more of a linear fragrance, kind of truer first spray to the last spray. Pretty good, you know, long lasting. I really do like this. And I was thinking, you know, I could mix these two kind of and get like, kind of get a good combination. Maybe save my little sample when I want to wear it, you know, maybe off, because I've yet to really have anybody comment on this fragrance. And it's so strong is what everybody says, but I don't think anybody's ever commented on it. And I actually gave I had another sample and I actually gave it to a friend, And she told me she has never received so many compliments on a fragrance in her entire life. Like, she was blown away by countless people coming up to her. She works with me, and we even had people at work commenting, asking me about that fragrance because they knew I had given it to her. So yeah, she's gotten lots of compliments on it. But honestly though, I was thinking, have I really worn this and given it a chance, like in public? I don't think I have really. So I saw another video and someone was talking about another fragrance that was very, very similar. And this one's from LPDO. And this is La Nuit Blanche. And I decided just to get like the tiny little bottle of it. It came in a, I think it came in a bigger version, like 3.7. Yeah, this is the one. No, this is the, yeah, 1 ounce. But it comes in like the big 3 ounce. But I was like, what if I don't like it? I'm not going to get the big bottle. I want to say this was like 20, 25 bucks. And the big bottle was like $39, which I probably should have just gotten the big bottle, but whatever. This. You guys, this is the dupe. This is the one. I've heard a few people talk about this, but I haven't heard anybody like really talk and say, wow, this is such an incredible dupe. But I'm here to tell you, this is literally a spot-on dupe of Bianco Latte. Out of all of these dupes, this is identical. I mean, absolutely identical. But I will say this, it's better. It's better because it doesn't have that fleeting coming and going. I smell it from beginning to the end. It is sweet and creamy. I smell the vanilla. I think there's praline in here. This is so good. This makes me love Bianco Latte because this is what I do smell when I smell the Bianco Latte, when it's not doing that like hidden kind of thing that fragrances do. This is just like Bianco Latte from beginning to the end. I feel like it's really strong. And I actually wore it and somebody was asking me like, what are you wearing? Like, you smell really, really good. And I had it on for a while, so I know it's long lasting. It's got that ozonic quality in the air like the Bianco Latte does, which is why I think it lasts so long, because it just kind of envelops you in this bubble. And this one seems to do the same. So I'm so happy with this, you guys. Like, this knocked it out of the park. I think it's better than the Bianco Latte. And the Bianco Latte is $150. It's insane. And again, this was like 20 bucks. So I think I have found the queen bee dupe of them all. So if you're interested, if you love Bianco Latte and you have been buying the dupes and you don't want to spend the money on the real thing, I'm telling you, girl, try this. It's incredible. So I think that was all the dupes I'm going to talk about today. You guys, this is so exciting because, like I said, most of these fragrances I do not only love, but like they're better than the fragrance that that they're duped for. Like, they're better, they're stronger, they're longer lasting, and they're so inexpensive. And these were all blind buys for me. I knew I loved the original fragrance, but I wasn't too worried because I have my Mercari. And typically what I do is just, I'll sell fragrances I don't love. And I kind of just like, that's my revolving like perfume fund. Take my money from there, buy a new fragrance, and just kind of do the rotate kind of thing if I don't love a fragrance. But these have all been huge hits. Like, none of these were a miss. Like, all of these fragrances that I have gotten that are like dupes are amazing. And like I said, even better. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you're like me, you love to smell good, but you really like to do it at a really good price. Like, who doesn't want to smell good and not spend hundreds of dollars? And if the fragrance is even better than the original, it is just a no-brainer. Like, it's incredible. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope everybody is doing well. It's a Sunday, so I'll probably upload this today or tomorrow. But I really hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.